Welcome to Average Joe True North. Today I'm going to show you stuff that I got from thrift stores, garage sales, and Facebook Marketplace. So it's been accumulating, so I'm going to go ahead and get them out of the way and show you what kind of treasures I found. Okay, this piece here is a Romanian communist era coffee pot, teapot, whatever you want to call it, kettle. Really great shape. I think it was built in the 50s or 60s. So just to tell you how they were communist, in World War II, in the beginning of World War II, they were on Germany's side. Then the second half of World War II, they switched over to the Soviet side during World War II, which Soviets were shortly on our side for just a short time. They stayed Soviet, the Romanians. They were part of the Soviet Republic. But in 1989, they ousted their dictator, formed a new government, and they executed the dictator and his wife on live TV. So pretty crazy stuff. But yep, pretty neat pot there. So I'm going to put this over yonder. Okay, so before I get to this stuff, I have some enamel pieces. Alright, so we got an enamel pot with a wood handle, which I like. The wood handles on these things, and this is made from Casron. It was a Japanese company. I got a couple more pieces from them as well. That I think I showed you guys earlier, but really like the Japanese stuff, really lightweight. And the Taiwanese, I got a Taiwanese piece, but I can't find it. But so then I also got this big old casserole dish. Needs a little love, but it's made in Denmark from Copco. So this will make a nice lasagna or casserole. All right. And I got 3 more enamel pieces. All these need a little bit of cleaning, which I actually enjoy doing. So we got, this is from Denmark. What's the name of the company? No, actually this one is in Denmark. That last one was Denmark. This and the other pieces coming up are made in Belgium. Big old casserole dish. So, got that. And got a little 6-inch pan, and this one here, which I'm thinking maybe I could do rice in this one. I needed an enamel coated one for doing rice. I got a large one, does the rice really nice, but I needed something smaller. All right, now to the interesting stuff here. This is just some regular cast iron. Just saw a second one of these in the store, but it's a Lodge tortilla cooker. And got a little bit of rust and wear on there, but I'm going to be getting one of those Lodge rust erasers, and we're going to test it out with this one here. Maybe a couple other pieces. All right. Okay, and this is Japanese one. Really, really light. There's 2 manufacturers, which at the moment I can't remember the name. I sent it out to a couple friends just to try to cast on, and there is another one. But it's one of those 2. It's a Japanese. It says marked on there 02/9. I'm not sure what that means. But very lightweight. I like this. Probably Oh, probably about an 8-incher. Let's take a look at this one here. Nope. Well, hold on. Let's get this straight here. No, this one is a 9-inch. That's kind of an unusual size, but I like it. Very, very light. I like light cast iron. Okay, the next one. I got my first vintage Canadian one. This is a Finlay company that's only opened a few years, but it's one of the Canadian ones. So it's got quite a bit of crust. Definitely got some what they call love on it, this crust stuff. So I will be doing some work on that. Let's see what we got. That is another 9-inch. Pretty cool. Okay, last but not least, let's give this a measure. I believe this was 10 1/4 inches, and this on Amazon right now is going for $110. Got it for $10. This is the Blacklock. It's their kind of boutique brand. This is made from Lodge, and competes with some of those other brands out there that are real fancy and expensive. Some of those will go to $200 to $400, but this one is $110 online. I got it for $10. I did probably about 7 seasonings till it finally has a nice shine on it and on the inside there. Get another look at that. And Blacklock is what Lodge used to be called when they first started their company in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. The foundry there, it burnt down, and I believe the guy that started it, his last name was Lodge. I could be wrong, but if I recall, his last name was Lodge, and that's what they called the company after they rebuilt. And so this is supposed to be kind of, you know, they average. It's supposed to be 25% lighter than the other Lodge stuff, the basic stuff. And then this has a really cool looking handle, and it's supposed to keep things cool the way they designed it, but won't know until I test it. So I've been in the mood for a smoky, so I will probably do that in the next couple days if you want to see this in action. And other than that, I got my griddle adapters. They work great on both sides. I'd like to get a couple 20-inch griddles for this maybe next month, and it'll make a big 3-foot grill, over 3 feet long, if I use 220s. And part of the problem with some of the smaller griddles on this, and also the stovetop in the house. Let me grab one of my griddles and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, so here's a griddle, and it appears to, you know, fit, but here's the problem, is that it heats up right here, and right here, then you have a gigantic cool spot. So if you get a griddle for one of these things, you probably want to go with a 20-inch, because it overlaps on each side, and then the heat is more centered. So that's my theory anyway. We're going to test it out once I get the griddle, or the griddles. So stay tuned for that. That'll be sometime in the first 2 weeks of next month. So I think that is about it. We'll do some cooking on this thing soon, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.